Hello. You're tuning into another episode of TheWunderkindShow. Today's second topic. They're saying the Bengals are better and scarier than the Ravens. Look, I kind of find this funny because every single show has ran with this narrative that the Bengals are back and they're the real best team in the AFC North and they're the scariest team in the AFC in its entirety. And I'm sitting here wondering, like, bro, do you guys not watch games? Y'all remember that Jay-Z lyric? Do you listen to music or do you just skim through it? That's what this is. Because there's no way, if you know football, and people are claiming that they know football, that you're making this statement. And it's not about me hating on Burrow. We're not even going to bring up the fact that Lamar, I believe, is 3 or 4-1 versus Burrow head-to-head. But him as quarterback is like 7 or 8-1 versus them. And they're saying that, you know, Joe Burrow was hurt. Those other games didn't count. Well, what about last year in the playoffs? Well, Lamar didn't play. Oh, yeah, that's because he's injury prone. That counts. That's the same. It don't make no sense. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a little clip from Speak. And I'm going to play it and I'm going to break it down. Because I think at this point it's funny to me. And I'm going to slap somebody at the end of the video. But I'm going to play it and then we're going to break it down. All right? So without further ado, let's get this party started and then break it down. Check it out.
The only thing that worries me, right, because you got to be so, like, perfect almost. And you just talked about having the max 2 losses. So you still have the Ravens, you got to play them. Mm-hmm.
And they've already
lost. The Browns, you lost to already.
And they always keep losing.
You got the Jaguars, who's playing really, really good.
And they are.
They're on the road, too, because
they're on the road. So my thing is, like... And Joe Burrow is playing phenomenal right now. You can tell he's healthy. He's shaking dudes in the pocket. Brian Tom, find his receivers. They look good. All thing is you got to be perfect. You built this ditch or you know what I mean, and with the record. So you got to get out of that. Yeah. That means you got to be perfect. I don't think that they're going to be perfect the whole way through.
They have road games against the Ravens, Jacksonville, the Steelers, and the Chiefs.
But for me, this ain't about trying to win the division. Right? The Ravens already beat you. They already 2 games up. This is just about getting in the playoffs. And once we get in the playoffs,
you know what type of coverage the Ravens like to play, right? Man to man.
All right, try that against the Bengals.
I know that.
You want to play that single high defense and you want to get up and press.
We talking football.
We talking football, huh?
It's cool and all that, but they get a lot of pressure though.
A
lot of pressure though.
Come play that man-to-man now. Come play that man-to-man now.
It's going to be hard to play man-to-man against the Bengals. Bengals are really, really good.
It's just, it's hard to deny 13 points a game, though. That's that defense going to work. And I know Joe Burrow.
Everybody ain't got those guys on the outside.
I understand what you're saying. But we had some guys on the outside, too, and we ran in some good defense and got slapped up.
Listen, I'm going to be real with you. This is funny to me. Because I get that he's representing for his team. I get that he's showing love. But let's be real about this. He said the Ravens, you know what I'm saying, can't guard this team. The Ravens almost beat your team last year without their best player. Y'all had trouble with that defense. You scored because the offense fumbled on the 1-yard line. And you had a 99-yard fumble recovery. Return touchdown. After seeing that Joe Burrow struggles against this defense with Roquan Smith and Mike McDonald and them, you're still saying, hey, that's who I'm rocking with, baby. Look, and I said this in the last video, but I really want to double down. Joe Burrow represents everything that they believe or perceive a QB should look like, talk like, be like. You understand? So what happens is the NFL is evolving. They're becoming a lot more diverse. Things that were frowned on before are becoming a normality now. Speaking to somebody. Even so far as there used to be something that we used to always say to every QB. You do not throw across your body. Meaning, if you don't know what that means, let's say I'm the QB and I'm going right. I'm going this way, right? Because I'm going right, I only throw right. I don't throw back this way. That's called throwing across your body. How many throws have you seen Patrick Mahomes make like that? How many throws have you seen Josh Allen make like that? How many throws have you seen even Joe Burrow make like that? Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, heck, Aaron Rodgers. Because the game is evolving. It's evolving. Athleticism is starting to dominate the quarterback position. See, before you were a statue. You can't run, you can't move, you stay there, you get hit, you get licked up, mosh up. Bleeding, bruised, bloody. But you stand there like a statue and you deliver the ball. And someone said, well, what if they're quick enough just to evade it and then make the throw? I don't know. And then you've seen people start the NFL from back then. The Warren Moons, the Vicks, the Steve Youngs, the Randall Cunninghams. That's what happened. That's why they're so against going for Baltimore. And they're so for the Bengals. It's because this is a quarterback-driven league. Quarterback-driven league. And like I said before, the quarterback that they think should represent the league is none other than Joe Burrow. I want to make sure y'all know this, and I want to make sure I say this clearly. Joe Burrow gets almost the same amount of respect for losing a Super Bowl than Patrick Mahomes gets for winning 2 Super Bowls. I repeat, Joe Burrow gets almost the same level of respect for losing 1 Super Bowl than to Patrick Mahomes, who's won 2 Super Bowls. That's what we're going against. I don't even care what they say anymore. This is why I've told you so many times, I want Lamar to have everything. That's the selfish in me talking, because I want him to be undeniable. I want them to still hate him. Of course. I want them to. Because I believe that you can't change people's minds. People already may have their mind made up for him. I don't want any fake love for him. I don't want any fake love for the Baltimore Ravens. If you weren't rooting for the Ravens before, stay over there. Don't come over here. We don't want you here. Only the bird flock is over here. Call. If you ain't calling, then get out of here. You get what I'm saying? I want them to have that same energy. Because here's the thing. They're now moving the goalposts, which we already knew they would. But the thing with Lamar is, and this is why I keep saying the undeniable part. 1 MVP is not going to give them the respect. 2 MVPs aren't going to give him the respect. Lamar, like I've said before in multiple previous episodes, he has to win 2 Super Bowls. If Lamar wins 2 Super Bowls, he becomes undeniable. Winning 1 isn't enough. I hope y'all know that. I repeat, winning 1 Super Bowl with Lamar Jackson is not enough. The love and adulation that Joe Burrow gets for losing, Lamar has to win 2 to get that same love, that same respect, that same adulation, that same reverence. This is why I want what I want for the Ravens. Let me tell you this right now. The Ravens defense is balling out, and I'm the first to tell you, I said I wanted to see it. Yeah, I can go back and check me. I said I wanted to see it. I want to see if the defense can ball out, and they are balling their butts off. Shout outs to them. Shout outs to Mike McDonald. Here's the thing, though. If they can sustain the effort and remain healthy, that's the key, then this is something special that we're looking at. Because it's very rare that you have a defense and an offense that can match each other at elite levels. Like, we're talking about a top 5 offense in the league, what the Ravens are. Even with all the struggles, even with all the fumbles, and the number 1 defense. And they're number 1 in, I believe, or top 2 in takeaways. Yeah. Yeah, that's a problem. So they could go on and keep bigging up Joe Burrow, bigging up the Bengals, bigging up Cincinnati. But I'm telling you this right now. What they're not pointing out is that Cincinnati has a losing record versus the Browns in the last 10 games. Same thing with the Ravens. The only team that they've been able to beat up on since they got Joe Burrow has been the Steelers. So if you're going to look at it from a historical standpoint, recency bias since Joe Burrow's been there, then you're looking at 2 more losses just from there. And you got to deal with Kansas City at home, and you got to deal with Jacksonville. That's neither here nor there. I swear, by the moon and the stars in the sky, if the Bengals miss the playoffs, I swear to God, I'm going to be slapping every single analyst that picked them for an entire episode. Mark me down. Make sure I remember it. Because they're going to have to catch this smoke. They're going to have to catch this fade. They have to get this work. The Bengals. Please. And that's an episode of The Wonder Kid Show. Thank you for watching. You know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh. But everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. You know I do love the comments. And if you would like to try out the Wonder Kid Show's Patreon, that's the subscription service for us, you can find it in the description of every video that we do. The name of it is Wonder Kid Show. 3 tiers of content goodness. Give it a look. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. And if you want to help donate to the channel, which helps with so much things, helps with equipment, helps with travel, for, there's games that, eventually we want to go to. There's going to be interviews that we get that I actually don't want to do online. I actually want to drive there, stay the night, get the interview there, and give you the best content possible. That's how you do it. Bottom of the screen, QR code. QR code's to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it, money sign, The Wunderkind Show. Super, super easy. Once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. The show's not just signing off, and as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yerp.